My last short sentence, my partner was pregnant, and our first child was born. She's now 20. And she was born 6 weeks early with a crack addiction, a methadone addiction, and whatever else you can imagine. And it was horrible. And I can remember being at the hospital. My partner went into an emergency situation. So the umbilical cord had wrapped around the baby's neck, and she got rushed in for an emergency C-section. And I don't like hospitals. I don't like blood. I don't do any of that stuff. It terrifies me. But, you know, I got dragged in to stand next to her and hold her hand like I was actually like achieving anything or doing anything. And this doctor proceeded to cut her open in the most speedy fashion you've ever seen. Like, it was scary to watch. And they plucked this little blue baby out, and she was tiny. And then they rushed her over to this little cubicle piece, held her in there, and there was no tears, there was no crying, there was no nothing. It was just silence and people talking and working and being a bit frantic. My partner's looking up to me, hoping for me to give her some info, but I don't know. I got nothing to say. I got nothing to do. I don't know what's going on. But then there's some tears. You hear a baby crying, and I saw the relief in my partner's face. So obviously this is a good thing. And they take her off to the recoup room. I get taken to a different room. And then about a minute or two later, the baby comes through. And they've got her wrapped up with a little hat on, and they put her in my arms, and they say, "Oh, can you feed her this tiny little SMA bottle, little glass bottle with a tiny teat on it?" And I'm holding her and thinking this little bottle, which is really, really small, is bigger than her head. And I don't know what I'm doing. I've never done this before. This lovely lady sat next to me, just watching me, making sure I'm okay. And I realized at that point, I don't want to be apart from this child, ever. I never want to be apart from her.